Praise the Lord. Happy Sabbath.
Thank you for coming. Oh, no, say no.
She's coming up.
Yeah, say you. Yeah, please.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everything is fine with you all. Welcome. Welcome.
Good morning.
Praise the Lord. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, sir. Nice to have you today. Yeah.
Oh, we were
Happy Sabbath once again. Good morning. We want to welcome our guests. Okay, we are a little small family, small church, but still, we want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you who visit us.
Is CJ here?
Who?
CJ Milton?
CJ Milton, you might be able to come.
Yeah, they'll all be coming.
We'll stick with the Sabbath school lesson today, and before we begin, I think so, let's say the Lord in prayer, and I request the trusted to please offer a word of prayer.
Merciful Heavenly Father, Father of Sabbath, Father of the universe, and our sustainer and provider. Please, Lord, open our mind and help us to understand your wisdom through the teaching of Pastor and the Daniel. Sometimes it's a little hard to understand. Help us to spend a little more time and help us to realize your prophecy through this. Let the lesson be useful to each and every one of us. And bless this day. And in Jesus' holy name we pray.
Amen. Thank you, Brother Jeffery. Let's get into our Sabbath school lesson today, and we have to listen then. My.
9, I think.
Huh?
10?
Yeah, lesson 10. Right. We are on the March 6th, today is March 7th, right?
Yes.
Today is March 7th. And we are beginning another new month and a new this thing. And these days are flying absolutely flying up. And one thing is for sure that when you see the time is passing through very swiftly this way, that's one of the signs that the Lord is at hand. You know, it reminds us of the Lord is at hand. The topic that we have for today is entitled as From Confusion to Consolation. From confusion to consolation. The memory text is taken from Daniel chapter 9, verse 19, and it's talking about, O Lord, hear, O Lord, forgive, O Lord, listen and act. Do not delay for your own sake. My God, for your city and your people are called by your name. Why do you think so God has to hear? Why do you think so God has to hear? If we have to look into the little bit of history, we all know we know it very clearly that the children of Israel were always disobedient. You take from history from the time of Genesis to Revelation, it is only talking about disobedience. God said, I have put this place, I want you to go here, I want you to do this is the right way. But you see the agitation of the children of Israel every time. They agitated against consolation. So God also sometimes got fed up. And that's one of the reasons he said also to the antediluvians, what did he say? I regret for making man. Why should God regret? And then again, the same people coming up, we have to take the children of Israel in Egypt, God, they cried out to the Lord and said, please do what? Save us, right? And then, did God heed to their prayer? Yes. Did he rescue them? Yes. Were they able to be taken to the Canaan's land? Yes. What happened in the middle? The children of Israel who prayed for deliverance, what happened to them? In the wilderness? This time, Lord, why did you ever get us all the way from Egypt? Were there no graves in Egypt? What do you expect God to do? Can man be trusted?
No.
Then why should, that's the reason I talked about, why should God hear our prayer? Does it make sense? Because there's a reason behind, the memory text there today. Please, Lord, Daniel is pleading with the Lord and say, please do hear this once again. And again he's telling, forgive us. Oh Lord, please do listen. Please do act. Has God not done this before? The one good thing about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is this. When he says, forgive a person 7 times into 70, which means God is a God of character that He is also willing to forgive. Even though you don't love God, God still loves you. Even though we don't hear to God's word, He hears us. And that's what He is God, and that's what we are humans. He is in spirit, we are in flesh and blood. So we are prone to sin, we are prone to death, we are prone to whole lot of things. But still, never give up. God hears a single smart prayer just that way, and is willing to answer. You see, the beauty of this lesson is on confession. The Lord is faithful to forgive those who come to Him any time. How many times it might be able to come to your sin, no problem. He's ever willing to be able to be a part of our lives. And I like the story of Abraham. When Sodom and Gomorrah was the part of the judgment of the Lord, Abraham pleads with God. What does he say? If there are 50 people, if there are 30 people, if there are 20 people, if there are 5 people, will you be able to what? Save this place. What was the reciprocative answer from the Lord? He said, yes, I'm going to. It shows the character of who my God is. It shows who my God is or not. And that's what makes Him great. He left the whole heaven, came down to this world. Why? To seek and save the lost. And just imagine if the lost returns back to God. Don't you think so? But what is the lesson that we can learn in this one is this. We have to go to Him, pray about it, ask Him, whatever the situation might be, He will be able to guide us through. Okay? When we talk about Daniel chapter 9, this is one of the greatest prayer that Daniel prayed in the moments of his life. In order to cope up with a lot of challenges is going to come ahead. So Daniel is relying upon God for every deliverance. Why is he having this one? Because if you have to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 11 and 12, you'll be able to find a prophecy which is already been told to Jeremiah about what he had intended with the children of Israel. Okay, let's turn our Bibles. Let's turn our Bibles to Jeremiah. I want to read that one, and then we'll go with the lesson just that way. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 11 and 12. What does the Bible say? Anyone have your Bible? Please do turn with me to Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 11 and 12. What does the Bible say? I want one of you to please read that. Okay, the text which is been read now. Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 11 and 12.
His whole country will become a desolate wasteland.
Okay, he's talking about which country? He is talking about which land? Huh? Jerusalem. Okay, and what does the Bible say? Continue now, sorry. Yeah, continue.
These nations will serve the king of Babylon 70 years.
70 years they will serve the king of Babylon. And then what happens?
But when the 70 years are fulfilled, I will punish the king of Babylon and his nation, the land of the Babylonians, for their guilt, declares the Lord.
Was King Nebuchadnezzar chosen by God? Yes. When he was chosen by God, for what? For what did he choose? To punish the children of Israel. And what the Bible is talking about, what? Babylon. For how many years? 70 years. So Daniel was there in that period of time. So if you have to trace back to 539 BC, he's offering the prayer in 539 BC. He knows that this is the time. So it means Daniel is a very good student of the Bible. So most probably he has studied the Bible in every angle. And what happens? He knows that the children of Israel who are there in Babylon, he recognizes through the Spirit that we are being here during the night of Babylon. Why? Because Daniel had a vision of the whole history from the time of Nebuchadnezzar till the second coming of Christ, right? So which means when he read the prophecy, it meant a lot for him. The simple phenomenon is when you come to know that the time is near, when you come to know that everything is come to a standstill, like for example, if you come to know that we're going to live only for a day, just imagine you are in sickness and people suffering from cancer. I go visit one of the family, there's an old man of nearly 100 years. You know, he says, every time he says, man, he says, I don't know when I'm going to die. Might be today. He's prepared. One of my great-grandmother who lived for nearly 132 years, who became like a small baby, you know. Our only wish was, she made a coffin, and she said, you know, how is this coffin? She was not able to see, she was blind, okay. In the sense like, you know, all that power in the eyes were gone. This is very long years ago, mostly 150, 160 years ago story. And she said, okay, this is my coffin, how is it? This is good. Okay. And she was very happy to die, because she fulfilled what all she had in her heart and things like that. Same thing happened with Moses. He lived for 120 years. Okay, how did he die? Very satisfactorily. What about Gideon? He was there for nearly for 80 long years. Okay, he was having the satisfied life in every habit. Okay. Now Daniel is in a very different scenario and situation, and he knows that the king of Nebuchadnezzar, which means Babylon, will come to an end. And according to the prophecy he's talking about, most probably was very important. So I want to tell you one very important thing. How important it is for us to study about the prophecy.
We need to know the times where we're living.
Absolutely. So Daniel knew the time that he was living in. 70 years was determined for Nebuchadnezzar. And then who's going to take over Babylon? It is another inferior kingdom, not a superior kingdom. An inferior kingdom will be able to take over Nebuchadnezzar. Why do you think so? Why was Babylon recaptured? Why do you think so? Pride. Is this not the Babylon that I have built? And of course, Nebuchadnezzar repented, recanted, but the consequences which took over. And of course, during this period, everything is fine because he prayed and God answered his prayer and God forgave him. During this time, things were absolutely fine. But what happened after him? Belshazzar. What did he do? We all know. We all know the whole story and the history of it. So Daniel knew the circumstances and the trying time that they were living in. So that's one of the reasons he pleads and prays this prayer. And what does he pray? Please hear, Lord. Please do forgive us, Lord. Please do not be designating us like this. Please help us out. I mean, everything, even though prophetically is spoken, and still, he says that your children are here. You want to save them for your sake. Have any questions in this one? Okay. And then, you and I know very, very clearly the same Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 10. This is the last one. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 10. What does the Bible say?
For thus says the Lord, when 70 years are completed for Babylon, I will visit you, and I will fulfill to you my promise and bring you back to this place. But I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you.
Brother Anand, I want to ask you this question. Is it already pre-planned? Brother Anand, I want to ask you this question. Was it already pre-planned? You know, when was the book of Jeremiah written? Was it already pre-planned?
The answer is, it's a mix of many things.
Okay.
So there are some things that God will plan in advance,
Uh-huh.
which can be considered as fixing in advance.
Mhm.
But it also, God's plan of salvation is not pre-planned that.
Of course, we are not talking about salvation. I want to talk about is the scenario which took place in, it's going to happen like Jerusalem and Nebuchadnezzar, widow Persians. We are talking about Daniel chapter 2. We are talking about Daniel chapter 7. We are talking about Daniel chapter 9. All this culminating the ram and the goat, prophetically speaking. We are not talking about something which is common. We are talking about the prophetic way of
Yeah, some things are planned. Yeah,
Okay.
God is the sovereign. He can plan anything he wants.
So which means,
He has the absolute.
as we read in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse, that was, he said, I know the plans that I have for you. And when God says, I know after 70 years, you'll be able to come back again. And as Brother Anand was talking about, it is the sovereignty of God. God is in control of every situation. We were talking about coronavirus, right, Brother Anand?
Yes. I know where you're going with that. Okay.
Okay. So what is happening with coronavirus today? Everybody, I got a text message, before the IT professionals, were scanning the virus and trying to remove the virus. But now the virus is removing the IT people. That's what it said. Okay. When you see these dangers happening, sometimes when life takes a toll in a very local level, when heartaches and pain just comes in, don't ever forget one thing. Sister Amanda, don't ever forget one thing. The Lord is sovereign. If you and I are diligent in seeking Him, He will never forsake us. And we honestly, I just put a WhatsApp message saying that, thank you, Lord, for answering my prayer. God answers prayer. There's one person who wrote back and said, God never answers prayer. It is the intimate relationship that you and I will have with the Lord. He will certainly be able to help us out with this. Okay. And one thing is for sure in this lesson, what we can learn from this one is only scriptures provide us with an authoritative explanation of the world that we live in. Only the scripture can give us an opportunity to understand what is the world that we are living in. Either virus might be attacking, either tornadoes might be hitting, either hurricanes might be hitting, either death is overtaking, sickness is an overwhelming pollution in every angle of life. But biblically, historically, what is happening today, for the solutions, go back to the scriptures. The scriptures will give you all the evidence of what the life that we are living in today will be demonstrated. Any questions? We have a small question. How does the Bible help us understand, to some degree, the word that in and of itself can so easily seem to make us no sense at all? Sometimes I will ask this question. You see the whole human cycle. We born, the cycle goes on. We live, we die, our progeny goes on. What is life all about? When something's happening like this, people come and comment and say, Brother Anand, you know what to say? Where is God? What is He doing? When a poor man is suffering like this, when sickness is here, what is God doing? He's saying He's loving God. Same thing would have handed over, what is this God? You brought us to Babylon, and is it necessary for us to be this way? You have questioned about a lot of things. But that's the way we question many times to God, right? Yes, Brother Anand, you have something to say.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, I think in light of what's happening today, is what is the message? It's slightly different question than, you know, what may be in the lesson study, but it will come back, it is very much connected to that. Why did God allow this virus to come forth?
Okay.
What is the message of the coronavirus phenomenon? You know, I don't know if we can discuss that, but that is the question. Because Daniel prayed, you know, an intercessor prayer, including himself, for forgiveness of sins and all that, for his people who are held captive, taken captive, right? Do we see any parallel with Daniel's situation to today's situation? What is the message? Because no one knows how it came, even though they're trying to say, well, it came from China, but it's spreading all over the world. What is the message we have to be focused on in light of the lesson study?
Yeah, to be very honest with you, that's a very nice way of putting forth. You take even the children of Israel were in Egypt. Don't you think so? Coronavirus also spread there, we don't know. Because many people die. That's a different type of place we call it. Quite similar, most probably assume the same way. Okay. And what was the children of Israel doing there? How did they respond? Were they safe? Okay, but don't forget, the 3 first plagues fell even on the Egyptians and the Israelites. Only the 7 last plagues we are talking about fell on the Egyptians because they were so arrogant. But the first 3 plagues of the Jerusalem fell on both the children of Israel and, okay, what was the response then? And take the time of Daniel, same thing happened. The time of exile. And what is going to happen in the future is quite the same thing. And what we are experiencing is that the fulcrum of the message is this. You be closer with God like Daniel. You be closer with God with, you know, you will be entirely different in this world. When people have a different concept altogether, if you and I are close to God, we can change the whole concept itself. Yes, what's the precautionary measures that we have to say, okay, in order to avoid coronavirus? What's the precautionary measures?
Handshaking.
We should not handshake, right?
No hug.
Okay, and then what do we have to do? We have to,
Wash hands.
okay, have we not taught to wash our hands from people before? Is that a new thing? I think so. In India, if you tell this one, is a fine now, to be honest with you.
Another message came,
Ah.
take shower and keep drinking water every 15 minutes. The food you eat, prepare it clearly, cleanly, you know, everything should be very clean.
I
So,
think that was taught from my grandmother's.
our grandmothers that we are taught, okay? What is so new? No, what is so new that we can prevent coronavirus? That's what I'm asking. What is something which is new that we can prevent from coronavirus? You will not be, I will tell you an example. I work, you all know, I worked as a pastor for nearly 16 years and I'm continuing to be a pastor after coming to the United States also. I went to a small village in India, a very, very small village. We conduct this VBS classes. You know, we conduct this VBS classes. I went to a very remote village, Brother Anand. This is the life story. Okay? And I went there, I had to stay there for 20 days. There's only one bus going there. From the city is nearly 35 to 40 miles. Only one bus in the morning, and once it goes, you know, it comes there and goes, that's all. The next day is the bus. I didn't know how to go, you know, this thing, and I just went. I was there studying Spice College, Pune. So I took the bus there, went. I entered the village. Very beautiful, very scenic. I really, you know, I thought, wow, this is just like a paradise on earth. Like, so beautiful. Went there, and the person, the place where I was supposed to stay is one of the family's house. Okay. I stepped into the house. You could not believe. The house was very small. Most probably they had, 2 rooms or something. A big hall. In that hall, sir, one side they were cooking. One side you had a bathroom. Bathroom in the sense you were taking bath. And in that place they should wash dishes. Okay? And the other place we have to sleep. Front of the house there were cows, there was a lot of dung, lot of mosquitoes, lot of flies. At least here you have toilets. And the children, you should go for toilet, just live further.
Typical India.
Typical India.
It's still the same.
It is still the same, I guess. I had to stay there for how many days? 20 days with them. When they cook the food, to eat, the flies used to simply just come and sit on the food service. Night when you sleep, mosquitoes. The smell, the stink. Are you susceptible for any virus and bacteria? 1000%. I just knelt down and said, God, I'm here. I don't know what is going to happen. You are called me for a purpose. And there is no hotels to eat food. Whatever they give, then we have to eat. You have to chase the flies. So come and sit, Once you take the food and put it in your mouth, so I have to do like this. I don't know how many, a whole lot of things happen. Many things I stayed there. The water, no filters, nothing. The same water they should get from, a pond or something. We are so careful of drinking, bottled water. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters in Christ, 20 days I stayed there. Like that I visited 3 villages in that summer. I'm telling you the real testimony, brothers. How can you prevent from coronavirus?
God's grace, regardless of what. Mercy.
Praise be to Jesus Christ. What did we read in the book of Jeremiah chapter 29? I know. So what is your job? You should know. For doing what? Being in close connection with God. How much ever, Sister Mary, you wash your hand? How much ever you take bath every 1 hour in a day? That will never prevent you from getting coronavirus. Your handshake will not be able to prevent you. It is God's grace. That's why I believe very much.
Pastor,
Tell me.
I was listening to one of the preachers from church teaching that coronavirus started in China because 3 reasons. They rejected the truth and they don't allow the Bibles to be circulated in China. They banned the public evangelism and they don't allow all missionaries to come and talk about Jesus Christ. So they say that God would have had a hand on it and that's why it's happening.
Now God has hand in everything, sister.
And they were more.
Okay. Like for example, we have Tennessee. We just last week, right? We had a hurricane there in Tennessee, right? How many people died there? For me, when I talk to the historical perspective of either it might be diseases, either it might be plagues, or either it might be natural disasters or anything, yes, of course, absolutely. When you say this one, you and I can never be God's. And God's message can never be curtailed anywhere. In whatever the circumstances is all about. When God stands, there is nothing that you and I can do. And most probably that is one of the very good reasons to say that, this message will be going through is whatever it is. I like that with this one. Okay. We'll get to the lesson again. Okay. I like that with this very much. What does Daniel do when he has a problem? Okay. What does Nebuchadnezzar do when he had a problem? What happened with Pharaoh when he had a problem? You see the difference? Okay, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, what did they do when everybody was against God and His will? So nobody can withstand God's will, right? If he determines to do this, nobody can. I always tell Brother Anand, If there has to be a church being established and won't get this done, nobody can. You see? Nobody on this earth. If he has to save a person, nobody can destroy it. If a person wants to get destroyed by himself, nobody can be able to save him, right? That makes sense? And that's the reason the second lesson it goes on to say is what? An appeal to grace. An appeal to grace. Okay, when we talk about John chapter 8, verse 27, until 2,300 days, then the sanctuary shall be cleansed. We read it last time, right? So God has a predetermined plan for everything. But what the children of Israel are supposed to do, what we are supposed to do when we see all this turmoil happening, we have to plead with the Lord and ask Him, oh, hear us, O Lord. The memory text will say that, please do forgive us. We have to get back to God. When we talk about China, they banned everything. I don't know whether they're going to get back to God, but I know that there are some people, when they're reading the Word of God, they will understand and say, yes, we have to get back to the Lord. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes. An appeal for grace. And the second point is that this prayer is an appeal to God's grace. What is that? God's willingness to forgive is always there. But are you willing to ask forgiveness? Is the question. You see? And Daniel never committed any mistakes. But he prayed, Lord, please to forgive me. Why did he pray that one? Why did he pray that prayer? Because he knew what his forefathers had done. He knew absolutely what their forefathers have done. So that's one of the reasons we have to seek the grace. And though they have sinned and done evil, in one sense or the other, we have a very powerful illustration given here in the gospel of sinful people who have no merit for their own, nevertheless seeking grace that they don't deserve, for the forgiveness that they haven't earned. It is not an example of where each one of us is individually before God. We don't know. Individually, Sister Mary, take over myself. Individually, we don't know where we are in front of God. But one thing is for sure, if you and I are faithful in asking for His grace, there is no merit. What is that merit that we stand before God and say, please do bless us, give us this? No. Nothing is ours on this earth. Everything is a free gift from God. Amen? Okay, and that's what Daniel understood when he prayed. He said, please hear us. And we know in 2 Kings chapter 19, verse 15 and 19 about King Hezekiah, right? When his life was extended. You know the story, right? How many years? How many years? 15 years. What do you think so was that? What was that 15 years extension called as for Hezekiah? For all the merits what he has done? No. What was it? Grace. What about the children of Israel? When God said, after 70 years, I'm going to get you back once again, and you will be my people, and I will be your God. What was it? It is because of all their good works? No. It is because of what? By the grace in every angle. If you have to go a little bit further, when we talk about the value of intercession is very important.
Before you go to that, it says first, nowhere in Daniel's prayer is he asking for any kind of explanation.
Yeah. See, the beauty of this is this. When everything is falling apart, when everything is going wrong, not in the direction that, what we think that it is supposed to do, what you said is absolutely very beautiful. No question. When you know God is in control, what is there to question? When you know God is leading you, whom do you want to question? When you know when everything is falling apart, and when you are a child of God, what is there to ask God about? The only thing that you can ask God about what? Hear me, I am sinful. Okay, I want your grace. I want your unmerited favor to be there upon me, so that what? I could experience your love and your peace amidst all the turmoil that we are undergoing on this earth. Does that make sense? When the whole Babylon kingdom was worshipping the idol, I like Daniel, he opened the windows as usual. he had the peace. When the whole Babylonian kingdom was in a turmoil and difficulty, when Daniel was put in the lion's den, what happened? He was at peace. Most probably in the lion's den, he had a very good sleep. When Paul and Silas were beaten black and blue and cast into the prison, when the whole world was persecuting and things like that, what was Paul and Silas doing?
Singing.
Singing songs. When Peter was put into the prison, what was he doing? Praising God. When Stephen was stoned to death, what was he doing? Was he complaining?
Yeah.
Most probably he was complimenting. What was Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego were put into the fire? Were they questioning God? They were walking with Christ. I rephrase that one. Well, Christ was walking with whom? That's the answer. So, the prayer of intercession is very important. So, Daniel is a mediator. Okay, praying for the behalf of his people. He knows the history, he knows the time that he's living in, and he knows that in the future something is going to happen. He knows that his time is near, very soon, most probably he's going to pass away. So what is he trying to do? Taking intercession. When we talk about intercession, God has called you and me. Okay? God has called you to intercede on behalf of people. You know that? Just like Jesus was a mediator or an intercessor for man and God in the most holy place. And he has called you and me to be a mediators, to intercede. Very important. When you see a brother in difficult position, when we see a brother in a very, strange position, then who is going to take? You and I. Are you my brother's keeper? And yes. What did Cain say? No. What does the Bible say? Yes, you are. The story of a good Samaritan. Take the head story. You'll be able to find out that one. So intercession, here Daniel is interceding on behalf of whom? The children of Israel. If you have to look into Exodus chapter 32 verse 7, Numbers 14, okay, 10 to 25, you will be able to understand a very, very, very important thing. When God is ready to destroy the entire Jewish nation, the intercession of Moses stays. I like Moses. The one phrase that Moses could say is so beautiful. What does he say? He simply says, Lord, if you have to destroy the whole children of Israel, which you already decided to find, no problem. But first remove my name from the book of life. What a powerful man was Moses.
Spirit of Christ.
Yes, ma'am?
The Spirit of Christ.
Yes, the Spirit of Christ. How can he make this statement on behalf of his children? You know how much children of Israel annoyed Moses? But when he made the statement so powerful, what made you? The Spirit of Christ was there. I want to ask us individually, we have to possess the Spirit of Christ of intercession. That's what Daniel did. That's what Moses did. Yet Daniel plays the role of an intercessor or mediator between God and his people. From the study of the scriptures, the prophet realizes how sinful the people have become as they transgress God's law and refuse to hear God's warning. Anything that we hear in this last days coming up, most probably you and I have to be cautious. The coronavirus, God is in control, but be cautious. At the same time, when things are absolutely in the wrong direction, you and I have to what? Be interested. The work of the Messiah. We know about the work of Jesus Christ. Most probably to finish the transgression, that is number one. To make an end of sin, number two. To make the reconciliation for iniquity, that is number three. Number four, to bring in everlasting righteousness. We're talking about, why did Jesus came down to this earth as a mediator? Number five, to seal up the vision and the prophecy which has been recorded, and to anoint the most holy one. If you have to look into the whole, if you summarize the whole thing, the intercessory prayer of Daniel addresses two major concerns the sins of the people and the desolation of Jerusalem. A very important part of it. A very, very important part of it. What did Jesus do? Well, how can you say that he's a mediator? How can you say that he intercedes between God and the simple human beings? He's calling us for repentance for what reason? Okay? And we know the whole history of what Daniel's prayer of intercession is all about, and giving us an opportunity once again that you and I could be able to be the same intercessor, just like Jesus was being able to be the same intercessor. Any questions?
I said, amen, that's the whole purpose.
That's the whole purpose, absolutely.
To bring man and God back together.
Reconciliation. Okay, reconciliation, the process of reconciliation. Okay, that's what it means to say. Last but not the least, you'll be able to look into the beautiful part where Sister White writes it, okay, so nicely. When you look into the 2,300 chapter prophecy, you'll be able to understand. We have already studied that, okay? We already studied that. When you see, sorry, I have to make something. From confession to consolation. When we look into that one, the whole synopsis wraps around one thing. And all the turmoil, difficulty, sicknesses, whatever you find in that, run back to God. Is ever willing to be there for? He's there in front of us, but are we there for? He loves us, can we love him? He has given everything in detail. By looking to the right prophecy in Daniel chapter 7:2, he simply says that I'm in control of the whole situation. So you and I are absolutely safe and secure in the arms of Christ. The whole world might be upside down, but if you are in Christ, you are safe and secure. Any questions? From confession to consolation. That's what we read in Jeremiah chapter 29. I know the plans that I have for you. Don't worry. I'm there for you. May God bless each one of us as we contemplate on this. We'll correct this as an offering.
Okay. I will make just one comment or observation. What is the message of the coronavirus or the latest plague? Turn to God. I'll give an example. The Washington Post reports that because of the reduced industrial activity, there's more clean air, at least for now, as long as the industrial output is decreased. And then I was reminded of this particular text after I read that. And it is found in Leviticus 26:34. And it says, then at last the land will enjoy its neglected Sabbath years as it lies desolate while you are in exile in the land of your enemies. You know who this was talking about? The children of Israel when they were taken captive. Then the land will finally rest and enjoy the Sabbaths it missed. That is found in Leviticus 26:34 again. And this is my comment. We can say that the land can finally find its rest, which is the Sabbath, from all the non-stop pollution and exploitation of the port, at least for a while. Who knows? The lesson that we are supposed to learn, if at all anyone will learn, is when evil reaches a certain level, when there's so much exploitation and pollution non-stop, what do you think God will do? Just like He did before. He will send a message through plagues and through all kinds of events that we have no control over. Nobody knows how this came and how it is going to go. Right? Are we now going to turn to God? Do you see the Sabbath message mixed in with that? The Sabbath message is simply this, that we are supposed to do what? Stop and focus fully on God, who is the Creator. He's the one who mentions Himself most closely with the time period on a certain day, which is what?
Sabbath.
The Sabbath. And so when we do not rest, We do not trust. And then what do you think will happen? Ultimately, there'll be unending pollution, sickness and all that, and especially when the poor are neglected or the working class, God will act. And it's up to us, especially in the last days, to intercede for ourselves and for others so that others will get to know the message of what God is all about. Rest and trust. Amen. I'd like to ask.
Before we could end up, I think so. Thank you for the beautiful thought. And we just have a word of prayer, and then we can end up this house. So praise God in heaven. Thank you for being with us. When we see all this stuff happening, there's a consolation. We want to confess our sins of fault. We can be safe and secure only in the hands of Jesus Christ. There's no way that we can escape the calamities which is going to befall. But we believe that your children will be saved by your grace and by your love. When we are in a very hideous difficulties and times that is absolutely unto words, the Lord, give us that peace that passes all understanding to rely upon you. And that we may enjoy your blessings and be a shining light in the pond. And through our lives, many more souls will have an opportunity to see Jesus. Thank you once again for being with us. Continue to help us as we begin to the divine heart. May your presence be felt so that we can experience your joy, peace, and happiness in our life. Thank you for everything. In Jesus' name I pray. Let's just take 5 minutes of break, and you want to use the restrooms, please you can. And we come back for the praise and worship.